What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary reaction. I want to give a quick disclosure. The audio of the song will be a little bit low due to copyright purposes. However, I do like to dive into the lyrics over here and understand the valuable message we get from the song and then see how we can utilize that value to apply it to our lives to continue to be great individuals, let alone have a great conversation with you guys down in the comments, interacting with you, as always, family. And before I get into the song, or before we get into the video and the deep dive into the lyrics, I do like to get into the background meaning of the song. However, I do like to cite my sources. So this is from lyriclayers.com. So the song Tenho Você, I believe I said the title of the song right. Sorry if I botched it. I didn't do it on purpose. But by Marcelo Marquez is a heartfelt expression of spiritual awakening and a realization of God's unwavering presence and love. The lyrics convey a narrative of someone who has been distant and oblivious to closeness and affection of a higher power, symbolized here as the Holy Spirit or God. The singer acknowledges a past filled with rejection and loneliness, only to discover that they were never truly alone. They were always watched over and cared for, even in moments of downfall. The recurring phrase, "Tenho Você," which translates to "I have you," signifies the singer's recognition of the divine companionship that has been there all along. This realization brings immense joy and a sense of belonging, as the singer feels like a child who has been embraced by a loving parent. The song's narrative suggests a journey of self-discovery where the individual roams the world searching for meaning and fulfillment, only to find that they were seeking was with them the entire time. The lyrics emphasize the transformative power of divine love, which heals wounds and brings one back home, a metaphor for spiritual reconnection and peace. Marcelo Marquez, as an artist, often explores themes of faith, redemption, and the human relationship with the divine. This song, Tenho Você, is a testament to the artist's musical style, which blends personal introspection with a message of hope and spiritual comfort. The song resonates with listeners who have experienced similar moments of clarity and those seeking solace in their faith. So obviously, family, this is about connecting with a higher power that's bigger than themselves and also learning the stranger that was once themselves through self-discovery, while themselves being a testament of connecting with the divine, right? So with no further ado, we can dig a deep dive into the lyrics and break it down. I do have the English translation pulled up on my phone because the English is my primary language. So with no further ado, family, let's go. So he said, I'm going to say what everyone could already see, but it took me a while to realize. Because everybody's spiritual journey and everybody's journey is different. And at the end of the day, is uniquely tied to them. But what makes it very unique is everybody timing in their life. And when they hit that epiphany and realizing something that was dear all that time. But it took them a while, like he said, as you can already see, as everyone else can already see. But for my journey, it took for me to see them on the time that it took. I like how he went that. Você viu. And also, let's take a minute, family, to give a round of applause for Gabriel Henrique's versatility. My man is singing in Portuguese. My man is very versatile and very trilingual. I believe he speaks Spanish, English, and now he's over here showing us his skill set of of Portuguese lyricism. If this isn't value at its finest, and he shows how gifted he is and blessing us with his gift, let alone showcasing his talents, I don't know what is. But however, he went into the second verse. I was far away, you were near. I rejected you in return. I received affection. I felt alone, you made me your son. He made me his home, and I said, you are welcome. He made me his home, and I said, you are welcome. This is basically him speaking. In second person, saying how he rejected a higher power with the spiritual connection. And now when he finally felt the connection of, or had epiphany or realization, to realize that a higher power is watching over him and that he is connected in a divine form. So whatever circumstance that took place for him to realize, hey, I have goodness around me. I have not only goodness, but I have greatness watching over me. And that positive, persistent, and patient realization that it took on his own time of journey, he like, look, I was far away being connected to this higher power, but the whole time this higher power was present with me and never let me go. And even when he rejected it, he received affection. So in the response of his rejection, he got what was given, or what was sent towards him, was love. Felt alone, and then he was embraced when he said, you made me your son. Then he said, he made me his home, and I said, you are welcome. So basically, the higher power, or God, made him he prioritized him in the song and always made him feel welcome. And who doesn't prioritize their home? Because basically he's like, look, the higher power is like a roof over my head, always watching over me. And finally I realized he made me his home, and I'm just grateful. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Then he said, the third verse, didn't leave me every time I fell. All I had to do was talk for you to hear me and be happy and be happy. There goes that positivity. And all he had to do was talk to the higher power. And you basically saying pray. And prayer is a way of conversation with the divine, right? From a spiritual standpoint. I like that right there. He said, "My yeah, papa, you." That was nice right there. So now we going into the fourth verse. Fourth verse here. I was far away, you were near. I rejected you in return. I received affection. Now this is the chorus. This is the hook. Repeating again. I felt alone. You made me your son. He made me his home, and I said, you're welcome. You gotta love the high peak of the vocal as he emphasized and repeat the chorus again. Didn't leave me every time I fell. All I had to do was talk for you to hear me and be happy. And then he said, and be happy, but with the long string of amazing vocal. Mhm. I like that. Amazing. Mm. So he basically was like, I was far away. You were near me. I rejected you. In return, I received affection. I felt alone. You made me your son. He made me his home, and I said, you're welcome. Didn't leave me every time I fell. All I had to talk, all I had to do was talk for you to hear me and be happy and be happy. I wandered around the world, but I didn't find what I have now. I have you. I have you. Mundo forever must know. Mm. Tenho você. Mm. Oof. That poor saber. That was amazing. He basically said, I wandered around the world, but I didn't find what I have now. And I have you. I have you. I just needed to realize. I just needed to realize. Now, my question to you, family, is how many times you been through a unprecedented circumstance or an unusual circumstance or a circumstance that you never thought that would happen or it shocked you along the way spontaneously, and it all worked out, even though through your nervousness, your anxiety, your fear, and that grace of courage, that grace of strength came out of nowhere. You got through your go through and you kept on keeping on and you keep on keeping on going. And that moment that you can't, and you ever had a moment where you couldn't explain how you got through, but you know you got through. You knew you got through, and you know you was going to get through. And even though the circumstance was tough, and the light came at the end of the tunnel, all you could think about was, dang, as you recall and think back about it or thinking of it when you got over it, when you got to the other side and you got through it, how did I get through that? How did I find the strength? How did I find the mental strength, the emotional strength? Through all that turmoil, how did I still find a way to overcome? And there goes the testimony. Have you ever, family, had a testimony without realizing there was a testimony the whole time? I have. Going through emotional turmoil, your ups and downs in life, you be down, and your downfall, and then I know where you think about when you're not thinking about it when you're going through it, but when you get done going through it, and the lights at the end of the tunnel, you're like, whoa, I got through it, and I don't even know how. And the whole time you wondering, I got something watching over me. And you being a good person and doing what's right, you will be watched over. Now, you can see it from a spiritual standpoint where, yes, higher power is watching over you. Faith is believing in the things that you cannot, the believing in the things you can't see physically, believing in the unseen. While the higher power shows you the things that you may not see, but you may discover. That's from a spiritual perspective. Now, from a non-spiritual perspective, you ever heard of karma? What goes around comes around. If you do right, it'll come out right. Well, your karma watched over you because you do right, being a good person. And at the end of the day, ain't nothing more important than you being able to sleep at night and saying, I'm doing the right thing. And doing the right thing is the narrow road and is not always popular. But there's always a fine line between wrong and right, family. Let's continue. You tell your voice. Mm. 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 So there was mm. That was smooth. So, ooh. Amazing performance. So basically, he said that I have nothing without your love. Nothing else matters to you. Nothing else, sorry, family. That I have nothing without your love. Nothing else matters to me. But your love found me, healed my wounds, and brought me back. Back home, back in your loving arms. I only have you, Holy Spirit. I only have you. I only have you. I wandered around the world, but I didn't find what I have now. I have you. I have you. I wandered around the world, but I didn't find what I have now. I have you. I have you. I just needed to realize. I just needed to realize. And that's where he closed. So, family, have you ever realized there may be things you gravitate to superficial wise? Maybe one of the favorite shirt, one of the favorite hat. The things that you thought that you needed, or the things that you wanted, you thought that you needed, but you really didn't need. What is the famous saying, what is the man to gain the world and lose himself? He can have all the material things he wants. But if he don't know himself, what does it matter? You're just filling up a void and you don't even know yourself as a person. You don't even know your gift. As others may be aware of your gift. Have you ever, family, have other people be aware of a gift that you have and you're not even aware of yourself? But that takes introspective work, taking a deeper look inside of yourself, seeing what value you give to the world, what impact. That will last longer than anything superficial. And also, it will be a blessing to the world because it's what the world needs. The world mostly needs something that doesn't. The world mostly needs your gift, not other things you may want. And that gift is your purpose. And the impact you leave can make this world a better place. In a positive way, of course. And family, doing the groundwork, taking some time for yourself, learning yourself, figuring yourself out, self-reflecting. You're never alone. Just like, for example, you may have lost a loved one physically, but spiritually they're in your heart. That's the same way faith and higher power works. He's with you. He's with you. And through the journey, you'll have things that it was like a miracle. That's because faith took place in something that you couldn't see. And far as from a non-faithful standpoint, you've done good and you've been a good person. So good things happen to good people. So I hope you guys enjoyed my perspective, my insight. And spread that peace, love, and positivity. And let the love supersede the hate. And until next time, family, peace.